Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from everyone's favorite Halo YouTuber. I'm Rehab, your favorite Halo YouTuber, and yesterday was the second Pro Series qualifier for HCS Anaheim. Tons to talk about, including Cloud9 winning yet again, OpTic Halo with a huge rebound after finishing top 12 last week, and some surprise teams making some noise, including BBG placing top 6 despite Minds cheating allegations. It was another wild week for competitive Halo, so let's get right into it. First off, we still have some Halo pros upset about the format of the HCS Pro series. We had yet another week of best of threes for all series other than winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals. That means that the match for top 3 between OpTic and XSET was only a best of 3 match. I know that there's a time constraint here, but it's just hard to justify the 4th and 3rd place teams playing each other and only needing 2 wins to advance. You lose the first match and your back's right up against the wall. It feels like for some of these series you blink and it's over. I really hope the HCS takes a look at extending best of 5s throughout the Pro Series matches. Take Envor's advice and make the Open Saturday with Pro Bracket Sunday if that solves the time constraint of trying to get the tournament done on a Thursday. Anything for more Halo and best of 5s. The biggest storyline heading into yesterday, at least in my opinion, was the struggles of OpTic Halo since they fell short at HCS Raleigh. After a disappointing top 6 finish at the first LAN, OpTic followed up with a top 12 finish at the first qualifier. They actually would have had to go through Open Bracket just to qualify for the Pro Series if it weren't for the fact that the Sentinels didn't play this week. I believe Frosty couldn't make it, and I think OpTic got their spot because they had the most pro points out of the 9th through 12th teams from last week. Regardless, OpTic had a huge tournament and actually finished second. This was a huge placing for OpTic considering the fact that Formal is going to be a free agent with Royal 2's return, and it would make a lot of sense for him to play for OpTic since he's already signed to the organization. And with the team's struggles, it's not far-fetched to see someone dropped in place of Formal. However, finishing second could be huge for the team morale moving forward, and I'm excited to see if this is the start of seeing OpTic back at the top of the Halo world. As I just mentioned, the majority of the Pro Series is best of 3s, so maybe they just had an off tourney last week and I was just reading too far into their poor placing. You lose game 1 and all of a sudden you can't really make any more mistakes. Maybe they just never got a chance to get the ball rolling. Obviously, with OpTic taking second, it was just another week of Cloud9 taking the crown. They didn't have too much of a scare other than their first matchup with OpTic in quarterfinals. They advanced 2-1 with a Game 3 win in Strongholds 250 to 210. So a close Game 3 that could have gone OpTic's way. However, in the Grand Final rematch, they 3-0'd OpTic pretty handily. It's still clear that Cloud9 is the best team in the game, and I really hope other teams continue to step up and make these weekly tournaments more interesting, because it's always more fun to watch when there are a handful of teams that can win. We also saw the grudge match of the century as Built by Gamers ran into the KC Pioneers in Elimination Round 3. If you've been under a rock, there was a 10K tournament this past week where BBG beat the Pioneers in a 50-49 Game 5 that led to Druk accusing Minds of using wall hacks. Everyone's been up in arms giving their opinion on if they think Minds cheated or not, with some saying he has to be cheating, while others are saying he got top 16 on LAN where he obviously wasn't cheating, so why would he be cheating now? Everyone can make up their own minds, but at the end of the day he was under a close microscope because of the allegations, and BBG was still able to take down the Pioneers 2-0. Druk tweeted out his GG saying BBG won fair and square, but he still doubled down on Minds cheating in the 10K. I guess regardless of whether or not Minds cheated in the 10K, we'll never truly know unless HCS launches an investigation. But I think Minds will be playing squeaky clean from here on out. Other than that, we saw some shocking upsets. With Fnatic finally signing a Halo roster 2 months after the game's release, we saw the new team come out hot and take out a top 8 team in Space Station Gaming in round 1 of winners. It was really exciting to see an upset right off the rip, but Fnatic was unable to continue the momentum, losing their next 2 series and being cast back into the hells of Open Bracket this weekend. The other standout performance in my opinion was XSET making top 4 this week. They lost to OpTic in loser semis, but top 4 is really promising for the newly formed roster. And whether you love him or love to hate him, you just can't keep Kratos out of top 4 apparently. I really can't wait to see how things progress for XSET because if Kratos is at the top of the league, you're gonna hear about it. And when he can back it up with his placings, it's fun to watch the banter from both sides. And that wraps up my little recap of the second HCS Pro Series for Anaheim qualifiers. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like as it helps push the video out to a wider audience and it shows me that you want to see more of content like this. And subscribe for more Halo content. I upload every single day, so hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on tomorrow's video. I also stream every day over at twitch.tv/RehasherQuitters if you want to check me out over there. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later.